Is an MFA right for you?
If you've been thinking about whether you should pursue an MFA, and if you've done any research in an attempt to answer that question, chances are you've come across a long-running debate about whether graduate-level degree programs in creative writing have any value at all.
The argument goes kind of like this.
Can aspiring writers be taught to be great writers?
Can you offer even the most talented writers any guarantees of future success?
If not, aren't these programs a waste of time?
The publishing world doesn't give you a ticket to enter the party just because you have an MFA, nor does it deny you one if you don't.
Along those same lines, there's no secret society of MFA grads who only read and publish each other's work and lock everyone else out who doesn't have the password. There are many terrific and successful writers who skip the MFA.
So, here's the question that actually matters.
Do you want to give yourself some time to write, and in the process, be part of a community of other writers?
To answer that question, you need to think first, like any character you might create, about your motivations.
The advantage an MFA gives you, beyond the crucial time to write, is focused instruction.
Novelist and poet Juliana Baggett has authored 17 books under her own name, as well as the pen names Bridget Asher and N.E. Bode. Now she teaches at Florida State University's film program. She says, a good MFA program will help you learn to write through a process of total immersion. You can try to create that learning environment with critique groups and tutorials with published writers and with a disciplined reading and writing schedule. But what took me 2 years in an MFA would have likely taken 7 on my own.
In other fields, people come together not just to learn from their teachers, but from each other. It's inspiring and educational to be around other people who care about the same things you do and who are roughly at the same stage in their experience. Why shouldn't writers benefit from this dynamic and even seek it out? Listen to what other writers have to say.
You'll push your creative work harder when you know your peers and teachers are going to read it. You're competing, yes, but not so much against them as against yourself. They simply give you the context and the support in which to do it, and to develop the discipline to keep doing it when they're not there to coach and cajole you into doing your best work.
One of our alumni said, choosing to pursue an MFA was one of the best decisions I ever made, and I think it was because I made it for the right reason. I love to write. Everything else was secondary. I had never tried to publish anything. I really had no concept of how I would go about writing books or getting them published. I'm not saying I didn't want to someday publish books. I just told myself that I would give myself the gift of 2 years to write and figure it out from there.
Bottom line, there's no reason why you should deny yourself focused time with other people who love literature as much as you do, creating it, reading it, pounding it into something essential and living and real. If you think you don't need this, you may be right. Just know that it's there for you.
If you love to write and you want to get better at it and you want to be around other people who want the same thing, a Master of Fine Arts degree is certainly worth your serious consideration.